Well, to talk more on the developments, let's join Peter Knoppe, Associate Fellow at the International Centre for Counter-Terrorism and a former Dutch diplomat. You're very welcome to the programme, sir. France and Belgium have heightened security at the borders, they say, but our correspondent passed between the countries without checks, as we've just seen. Does that surprise you?
No, it does not, because that's the general procedure within the European space. The European space is as you know, in migratory terms, one space. So people move freely within that space as much as they move freely within the United States of America. So that's not to be surprised, no.
But in the height of a terror attack like we just saw, they said security was going to be heightened. There's no stoppages there, it seems.
Well, there is, within a limited space, within the border areas, the police has the legitimacy, has the right to stop people and check on them. So I am pretty sure that that is taking place at present.
Okay. The suspects of the airport bombing appear to be linked to the Paris attackers from what we're reading at the moment. Can we talk about a single terror cell here? How big might it be?
Well, that's difficult to say, because the way ISIS operates is in a certain sense similar to the way Al-Qaeda used to operate, where the central command is not necessarily the one that directs the different actions. So it means that operatives are in a certain sense independent from central command, as long as they act within the ideas and the ideologies, the violent ideologies of the movement.
The suspect in last year's Paris attack, Salah Abdeslam, was arrested in Brussels pretty much on the eve of the terror acts. Reports suggest that he managed to escape the raids by simply moving to an apartment 300 meters or so from where he lived. How could he get through the net so easily?
Well, this is a crucial question, and I think this is a central issue. The issue is, to what extent are communities in a position, because of intimidation, fear, or because of other reasons, are they in a position to report to the authorities, yes or no? Now, in isolated communities, that is a very difficult issue, because sometimes, as I said, it's intimidation. Sometimes people don't know how to connect to the community, to the authorities. Some people are more inclined to, seek solidarity with their own people. So the way the authorities are connected to the communities is a crucial issue in solving some of these issues. And I think this is where Belgium and other countries, by the way, needs to do some homework.
I just want to bring in another aspect here. An unnamed Belgium counter-terrorism source said that they don't have the proper infrastructure to handle all the individuals on the terror suspect list. What could be done here? Is increased funding the answer?
No, increased funding is not the answer. You see, the problem is, if you want to follow people 24/7, you need 4 or 5 people on one suspect. Now, if you have 100 suspects, that is a problem. In the United States alone, there's on the what you call the Home Security, the Department of Homeland Security. There's 100,000 people on their lists. You cannot. The intelligence is about choosing the right actions and the right people and the right suspects at the right moment. It's not about following everybody all the time. You can't do that. It's simply not doable. So it is about making choices, and that making choices again is based on information. Now, your information position is key, and information you get from communities. This is why we have these broadcasting corporations that broadcast programs on crime fighting, because the general public is a major source of information about suspicious behavior, about suspicious movements, and that's the sort of information you need.
One US official nonetheless compared the Belgian special agencies to clueless children when it comes to fighting terror. How well grounded does that sort of judgment sound to you?
I don't think that is proper. The Belgians have done a very good job, but vulnerabilities are always there, as you know. It is impossible to protect everybody all the time. Now scapegoating and telling others that they did the wrong thing is not what we should be doing. We should learn lessons. We should draw the right conclusions from what happened. But I don't think that scapegoating is the right way forward.
After such a statement, do you believe, therefore, that US colleagues should maybe share their experiences then with Belgium?
Yeah, that's much better. That's the way forward, isn't it? We're in this together. This is a global issue. There's attacks in Indonesia, in Pakistan, in Egypt, in Tunisia, everywhere. So we're in this together. We should join hands, work together, exchange experiences, lessons learned, best practices, and that's the way forward. Not scapegoating and blaming and blame gaming. That's not going to help us.
Peter Knoppe, Associate Fellow at the International Centre for Counterterrorism and a former Dutch diplomat. We appreciate your time and coming on the programme.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.